Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today is May 1st. It is Beltane. It is now time for the fires of Beltane, and I'm here to bring you the monthly reading for May. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I'm super excited because not only is today May 1st, May Day, Beltane, lots of other stuff going on as we, kind of push through spring and then usher in soon to be summer. Here in the northern hemisphere, and of course lots of rapid changes going on in the southern hemisphere as well, although for the colder. But today is opening day, grand opening day for my little shop, and I'm doing the grand announcement over during my live chat. If you are interested in finding about my brand new witchy shop, it has lots of beautiful items. They're all items I use and love, and I'm just hoping that other people use and love them as well. Lots of great stuff for all different types of practices, magical practices. Yes, go visit the live chat today at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have, by the way, special little package for all the people that buy from the shop on opening day today. So from now until midnight. Like we said, we have just extra goodies that we're going to be stuffing into those packages. So anyway, so let's go ahead and do the reading for May. I'm super excited for May. Like I said, lots of good stuff going on, but Beltane is just a wonderful time, for what we're doing right now. Anyway, I want to go over the stone of the month. So this is just the one that I feel like people could tune into, or if you have this stone that you could work with this month. This is one that I've kind of started already working with, but I'm going to continue to work with throughout May, and that is opal. So I have Mexican fire opal, I have blue Andean opal, I have different types of opals. This is actually an Ethiopian opal, and this is on a wand that I created. So this is an actual Mosasaurus tooth. This is an 80 million year old fossil, and I've put this awesome Ethiopian opal on top. But I have only four of these in my shop. Not with an Ethiopian opal, but with a Mexican fire opal. And then I have some that have a sphere attached so that you could have yourself a relic as a wand. I feel that it's really good for directional energy. But anyway, so when you're working with a crystal for the month, it doesn't necessarily just have to be the crystal itself. It could be attached to your wand. It could be attached to, anything. It could be a pendant that you wear, so just keep that in mind. And P.S., the pendant that I'm wearing is going to be in my witchy shop. This is actually gold sheen obsidian, just in case you were wondering. And yes, am I doing a lot of plugs? Because it's the grand opening today and I'm super excited. Okay, so the deck that I'm going to be using for this reading is the White Newman Tarot, and I'm also going to be using my Wally's World Oracle. Okay, so I want to just dive into the general energy. When people look at other people's readings for May, they're all just tapping into different strands of the energies that are out there. And so what's kind of cool is you could take all these bits and pieces and say, oh, I could work with this energy, I could work with this energy. And it gives you more of a variety, so you kind of know what's going on. So if it connects with you, great. If it doesn't, there are a lot of people that watch, and so just maybe see if some of the other readings may connect with you. But let's take a look at the general energy that's out there, and how we can utilize May. How can we utilize Beltane moving forward, this fiery time. And it's fiery here too, by the way. It was 100 yesterday, so we went in the pool which is the water feature you hear in the background. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards from this deck, and then I want to pull 1 card from my Wally's World, and that'll be kind of the theme of the month. So let's do this. All right, Wally's World always talks so easily, probably because it's my deck. Okay, so let's take a look at the theme This is actually a sunrise, not a sunset, because this was taken outside of where I used to live in Spring Valley, the master bedroom, and it faced direction like perfectly east. And so, you got to see the sunrise, and oftentimes it turned the sky either a purple or gold, which was kind of cool. So just like I was talking about today, for today, I have an opening day of my shop, but there are a lot of people that are starting new things today. Some people are starting a new self-care journey. Some people are actually moving. Actually, that's why there's been so many people walking back and forth. Is today looks like moving day. There's like actually quite a few people moving in and moving out of this apartment complex. So there's a lot of movement today. A lot of people starting a journey, ending a journey, beginning a new journey. Some people are on a health journey, whatever it may be, journey with talking to family members, some sort of crisis that now it's time for the moving on phase, or whatever it may be. May is the time for something new. And I talked about this yesterday, actually, with the Mayan astrological message yesterday being one ebb. It was the beginning of a brand new Tresena yesterday, so today is a 2-day, which is all about duality. But being one ebb is the traveler, so it's all about movement, yes, but it's also all about movement on the inside, a change on the inside, that road that we all personally travel, so lots of good stuff coming for us in May. And let's see what else we have going on. We have the Hermit. Love this deck, by the way. We have the Two of Pence. And we have the Star. Okay, so let me go ahead and put these together. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, here's what's beautiful about all of these. Put them all together here. Okay, you see the Hermit here is being guided by this star. You see the Star card, being guided by this star. And then having the Two of Pentacles in the middle, I see is maybe a balance between the two. So it's all about this month following your guidance and intuition, but giving yourself also time to sit with that guidance and intuition. Sometimes things are off balance when we go to the extremes. Somebody can be in a hermit mode so much that they're in such reflection with their intuition, or just like reflection of their life in general, that all the things they learn, they don't come out of that hermit mode in order to apply the things they've learned, to their life, or to apply the intuition that's come to them. It's so much of a taking in, and then never a coming out. Whereas the Star card's like, I'm gonna follow my guidance here, but never taking time for that reflection and understanding why you're receiving these messages, and all of this. So May is going to be about a balance of the two, about getting your cosmic information, your psychic information, your just energetic information, but also taking the time to sit with it, either in meditation, journaling, whatever it may be that works for you, and kind of doing a give and take, so that you can take in information, sit with it, learn from it, and then apply what you've learned. So May is going to be all about that. And, if we're all going into new beginnings and things like that, that's perfect, because, you're obviously, if something is a new journey, you may not have done it before. So you get to really rely on your intuition and your guidance, and you really get to take time to learn about this journey and to apply the new things that you've learned to this brand new journey, which may be scary. So in order to make it less scary, that means you really got to do some reflection on your intuition, so what a wonderful month for that. And for me, with Opal, how Opal comes into play with that, I mean, look at when we think of Opal, we think of all the flashes of light and fire, but we know that it's a balance. Opals are very fragile. Some of them don't do well in heat and dryness, so they have to be kept somewhat moist or in a humid environment, otherwise they crack. So it's a very delicate balance when it comes to Opal. And me living here in the desert, I have to make sure that, I take really good care of my opals. It needs to be somewhat near the water, because it's actually got a certain amount of water in it. So it's a balance, just like us. We're partially water. Actually, it reminds me of the Star Trek episode last night. It was in season 1, and in part of the episode, it was like this alien species that was calling the people of the Enterprise ugly bags of mostly water. Okay, you guys are not ugly bags of mostly water, but we are bags of mostly water, and therefore we need balance. And that also reflects to the card of the day that I pulled for myself today, water dragon. Sometimes we think of dragons with fire, but it's a water dragon. So this just ties into our reading for this month. It's going to be all about balance, taking in and then applying, taking in, then applying. So take time for that self-reflection, but also don't be moving at such a pace that you never have time to reflect on all the beautiful information that your energetic body takes in. Oh, you know what? I actually want to pull, why not pull a few charms for this month as well? I mean, like, okay, so I have my a little bag of charms here. So we're gonna pull a couple of charms, just a couple extra messages for this month. I mean, like, why not? Okay, what do we have here? We have little witchy boots, and we have a little bow. And again, this to me speaks of balance. I wasn't thinking of these more along the magical purpose of these magical boots, these witchy boots, but more of these boots are made for walking. I think of Timberlands. I think of, like, just shit kickers. I'm thinking of like boots, that are in the muck, big rugged boots. And here you have this dainty little bow. So it's as much about taking time to be dainty as it is about trudging through the muck and the mud. It's a balance of the two. You can't always be in the mud, but we can't always be dancing in the clouds, So it's all about being in the air and on the earth. So anyway, again, about balance. So like I said, that's it for me, you guys. Definitely check out the brand new shop. It will be debuting on the live chat, so I won't mention the name now. You have to go visit the live chat. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fabulous May. Let me know if you guys have comments or questions. What messages did you guys get this month from May? Post that in the comment section down below so we could just like add to this reading. Yeah, so those of you that celebrate the Wheel of the Year, I hope that you have a beautiful Beltane. Those of you all starting brand new projects or whatever it may be, working on something new in your life, I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you well. Yeah, I love all of you guys. If you would like to catch a reading for me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. It's also where you can find my Wally's World Oracle and the link to the Leon Mystery School where I teach Mayan astrology, which I was talking about earlier. All the links for that are down below. My newsletter goes out today. It goes out once a month. So if you're interested in signing up for the newsletter, you'll actually be put on for next month's newsletter. I don't play a spam game, so the only email you get from me is on the 1st of every month. And it's like a witchy newsletter of like just like the herbs I'm using, the decks I'm using, recipes, things like that. So if you're interested, sign up. Link is down below. Got my Patreon stuff, got my Etsy stuff of the things that I make. And that's it for me. I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Have an awesome May. Have a happy Beltane. Peace out.